Hello everybody, and welcome to my, very first playthrough on this channel. I'm not even quite sure how to start everything off. Maybe first of all, the first game I'm gonna play is True Stalker, which is, a standalone modification for the Stalker series. It's set around the, lore of the Stalker universe. And the story itself is, if I'm not mistaken, happening right after the Stalker Call of Pripyat main game. Or like sometime after the Stalker Call of Pripyat main game. So basically all the story around Shadow of Chernobyl, Clear Sky already unfolded. Yeah. So I would say for most people who already know the Stalker games, this shouldn't be something new. Most concepts are the same as in the normal Stalker games, and I mean, Stalker did get a little bit of, or well, not a little bit, some attention with the release of Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl. But for those people who, are watching this and don't know nothing about Stalker, I think I'll make a little recap of the story. Or not the story itself, but of the lore and world a bit. So it's not like jumping the cold waters with this game. So basically, Stalker is set around the events of the explosion of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant. Set in, alternate universe or alternate world, where all those events did unfold a bit differently. Well, basically, the main event, so the explosion of the nuclear power plant in general, was the same as in the real world, which irradiated most of the place around Ukraine, Russia, parts of Europe, with a perimeter being drawn around the most irradiated places around Chernobyl, around the zone which got evacuated. And this perimeter, or this zone around it, was called the exclusion zone, or just shortly, only the zone. And this is also, I think, the only thing that is in common. In the Stalker world, or in the Stalker lore, the Soviets used this vast empty space, or this evacuated place, for secret experiments, or rather inhuman experiments, I would say. Most of them were around, or were about, human genetics and human mind experiments, with no of those having, having good endings, I would say. The human gene experiments, with the goal of creating super soldiers and stuff like that, didn't work as expected. Most of the experimental, or the humans which were experimented on, did mutate and, escape into the vast zone, while most of the experiments with the human mind didn't work as expected as well, with one of those going catastrophically wrong and leading to a second big explosion in the zone. And the second big explosion is, not so scientifically explainable as the first one. The second explosion led to a big amount of anomalous energy leaking out in the zone. What exactly happened, I think it would be a spoiler. If the story is really that interesting, you guys can watch it up on YouTube, where the whole recap of Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl, Clear Sky, and everything around that is, explained more in detail. But for the game here, it should be enough to know that how a lot of those anomalous energy led into the zone after the second explosion, and this changed the zone fundamentally. A lot of, anomalies appeared in the zone, which are just some form of energy outburst, often shown as gravitational anomalies, thermal anomalies, so mostly some kind of energy just leaking out uncontrollably. Also, a lot of weird objects or a lot of real-life objects in the zone were manipulated by this anomalous energy, turning them in so-called artifacts. And these artifacts do have some form of, I would say, some form of, or different properties, being good or being bad. While being mostly radioactive, they can, well, heal people, they can change the endurance of the human body, the stamina. They can protect you of different kinds of elements. And these artifacts, well, after the second explosion, a lot of scientific groups stayed in the zone and they started to, well, study the new rated zone there. And those artifacts were exported into the big world, so basically the place outside of the zone. That's how it's called, the big world, or the normal world. And they were sold there for big amounts of money, really big amounts of money. And with some time, people started to hear about that, and a lot of, well, normal people start to go or to, like, sneak into the zone, bypass military forces, which, well, are controlling the edges or the border of the zone, to get inside of there, search for those artifacts themselves, and try to make a living. Since you can, well, get a lot of money from just finding one artifact and selling them to, well, the first or the best bidder. This is like basically the, well, the main lore of it, I would say. We have an, well, vast open world where we have some form of irradiated and mutated wildlife, mutated human beings from experiments, anomalous fields, artifacts, and the story itself is based around one of those stalkers who, well, went to the zone several times, but never was able to enter the center or, like, progress further to the center of the zone. You can understand the map as like one big sphere or circle, and as further as you dive into the center of the zone, as, I would say, anomalous the place gets, as weirder things are starting to happen, the more unexplainable things happen. And yeah, basically our main protagonist never reached the center. He only, well, was at a place near the edge of the border. Let me think if I did forget something, but I think not. There are a lot of folklore happening in the zone with, well, a lot of mysterious stuff. Some of those are true, some of those are not true. With the most prominent being that the center of the zone is some form of wish granter, like one object or something which is in the center, which will grant you a wish if you reach it. If it's real or not, it's a spoiler. I mean, like I said, you can watch the story recaps or play the games yourself, like the original games. But our main protagonist is also coming with the goal to the zone to find the wish granter. I think that's enough chit-chat from me. I hope you guys will, or the people who know nothing about Stalker, do have some knowledge about it now, or like a bit better understanding of the world. And with that, I would start the game, new game, and not quite sure which difficulty you should choose. I guess I'll go with veteran, make it a bit more, well, interesting, I would say.
Мое прозвище Топор. Я самый обычный вольный сталкер. Около года назад я впервые побывал в зоне отчуждения. С первой же минуты она будто бы схватила меня за горло и не отпускает по сей день. За все время я совершил несколько вылазок за периметр. Изучал сталкерское ремесло, ходил за хабаром и просиживал штаны у костра в деревне новичков. Но отправиться за пределы кордона так и не решался. Как бы ни манил к себе север зоны, страх неизведанного постоянно меня останавливал. Но рано или поздно я должен был собраться с силами и бросить вызов судьбе. Покинуть исхоженные вдоль и поперек места и отправиться на исследование непознанных территорий. В любом случае, мне больше нет жизни на большой земле. Для себя я совершенно точно решил, что теперь мой дом – это зона. Распрощавшись со своим прошлым, я возвращаюсь в Чернобыльскую зону отчуждения. Вместе с проводником нам предстоит путь на кордон.
Да, погода сегодня просто шепчет.
Что в зоне нового, Юрок?
Да что тут может быть нового? Каждый день как день Юрка. Проснулся, потопал к периметру встречать новичков, проводил и сижу, жду следующий заказ. За кордон почти не высовываюсь.
И что, много сюда новичков ходит?
Может, пара человек в день, а может, вообще никого. А когда и целые арабы сюда заваливаются. Обратно только мало кто возвращался.
А за кордоном что? Как там сейчас обстановочка?
А чего это тебе так интересно? Неужто за кордон собрался?
Ну, может, и собрался. Надоело на кордоне порожники гонять. Подсоберу только деньжат на экипировку. И мотану вглубь зоны.
Жаль, такого клиента потерял.
Да сплюнь ты.
Двое посторонних! Со стороны туннеля! Вали, Гондурасов! Уходят, гады! Дежурный, поднимай состав и прочеши сектор!
Yeah, that was the beginning. I should have mentioned that the game is, well, the audio of the game is in Russian, since it is a Russian mod. But we do have an English translation of the whole text. So, for the most audio part, there are English subtitles. I think for all audio parts, there are English subtitles. So this shouldn't be a problem. And like I said, the texts are all translated in English, so I think this should not be a problem. Yeah. So, you. I think we lost them. That was strange. Our guy was meant to be on guard duty, and they shouldn't have noticed us. Something didn't go as planned, and someone else took over. I'll deal with it later. I can lead around rookies like this. That happens. Haven't been in the zone for a while, and I'm already wheezing from a little run. Yeah, shame. We couldn't get through this time. The path is gonna be closed off for a while. Next time, we're gonna make sure the right guy is keeping watch. Don't worry, we're alive, and that's a good sign. Damn right. Let's plop down by the fire and bring to our escape. Can't go anywhere in the weather anyway. Well, that sounds good. Let's sit down. So, what made you want to return to the zone? What can I say? After a couple of times here, I can't stop thinking about it. This is where I want to be. Everyone tells me the exact same thing, that you all have something in common, or it should say that we have something in common. I can't put my finger on what's keeping me here either. Truth be told, I try to stay within the quadrant, though the rookies here keep my Pokeball. They need a guide almost every day. It's a shame many of them either disappear or die. Here's to it not happening anymore. Cheers. Ah, that's that hit the spot. I myself went into the zone with the buddy Vitka. At that time, my son died in a car crash. My bad wife went binge drinking. I'm an emotional man, so I got real worried. I met up with Vitka, we shared a bottle or two, just like you and I are now. My tongue loosened up, and I started telling him about my problems. At that point, nothing was keeping me home. I took up his offer of heading into the zone to unwind. Well, on the way there, he told me how he already had experience in the zone. Shared a lot of interesting stuff with me. But with the state I was in at that time, I didn't pay much attention to it. I was looking to take my mind off things after what happened anyway. Then we went to the cordon. Hey, don't forget to snack. Yeah man, life sure hits you hard. Let's have another one. It happens, right? Now as for Vitka, he decided to head off beyond the cordon. Poor bastard, paid the price for it, haven't heard from him in half a year. And all I get from asking the newcomers from the garbage about him is a shrug. Some real shit started happening there. Tons of bandit trash and anomalies all over the map. But despite all of that, you don't understand what keeps you here in the goddamn zone. Deep inside, maybe you are hoping to meet your friends who survived in by some miracle. I'll pull you another one. Tragic story. Don't even know what to say. Don't worry about it. Let's have another one. Another one. I'm really feeling it. I barely drink drink at all, but the occasion deserves it. Another one. Well, that is a lot of vodka for such a short period of time. Well, it did knock us out completely. So, we woke up. It's some bunker, it seems. Oh, we can sleep here again. What do we have here? Couple objects. First aid kit. Some food. Apron duel. It's a funny Easter egg. The mod author, or like the group which worked on the mod, was also AP Production, which is called AP Pro. Being a little Easter egg. And a bottle of water. Great. So let's get out of here. Well, the atmosphere of the game is great. Well, the atmosphere of Stalker in general was always great. There's nothing you can say about that. These early mornings with the fog. Kinda creepy when you're out of a village or out of a, well, place where you do have some friendlies around, but somehow in those villages it does give some form of comfy feeling. Well, I see we are hungry. The top left. Let's eat stuff. It's enough. We are thirsty, but not completely, so I'll keep the water for now. Yeah, basically, our inventory. And I guess the menu which we have in the game. We do have our tasks here, which is pretty much the story mode. And I think side quests, probably. Visit the CNPP. Man, the amount of tales I've heard about the center of the zone is unbelievable. I just want to go there, hunt artifacts, see the wish granter. See, this is what I meant about the wish granter, like some folklore and people which never or who never were at the zone hear such tales and well, join the hunt in the zone, join the stalkers here just to like find some of those folklores. I think that's more like an overall quest. Stash. Grab the loot. I left my things in a stash not long ago. I hope they're still there. This is good. This is very good. And the main quest? First earnings. Yurok and I should stop getting hammered like that. I should go look for work. Which might have some. Okay. Inventory. This is the map. Well, the mod does have a lot of quality life improvements. The map looks gorgeous. With all those markers. And these new places, I mean, I think Corda never had like this building here. Well, great. Oh, so those are the quests. This is the stash I left, and this the main quest. Where Sidrovich is. Okay. Good to know. What do you have else? Encyclopedia. Some notes. Okay, so history of the dialogues. Or night session with Yurok. And some encyclopedia about the location, Cordon. So it's basically the place where we are right now. Weapons, characters. Okay. Area. Oh, okay, so it's like one map and it does expand into other open world areas. Those are probably the passages then. Unexplored territory. Okay, good, great. Let's first of all... Sleeping area. Yeah, let's first of all find the stash. We do have a mini-map up here. Should be somewhere there. I must say, I did play the original Stalker game, so I do know a bit of the world here. Oh, I know the world quite well. So I will probably not search that long for stuff here. As long as it's not something something new here. We do have a headlamp which we can activate to see a bit more. It's above us. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there was a ladder. Kinda weird that I can reach it like that. I mean, I'm not able to reach it. Anyway, there was a ladder. Let's get there. Whoop. There's also a box. Do we have something here? Nothing. Okay. So, let's reach our little stash here. Oh my god. Sound. I hope it does not break here. Well, this... come on. Well, those two wooden plates did look like they would break. I mean, color was kind of off. Not like in those games where it's clearly visible. Oh, for fuck's sake. Like those places where it's clearly visible when something is destructible or not. I mean, this looks destructible. Sound is freaking me out. What's that? I'm not mistaken, it's the icon of an developer of this mod, like his profile picture. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let's take the loot. We did get a Forge 12. Oh yeah, that's it. There it is. Automatically equipped. Great. Oh, we have our first gun here. I'm not even sure if it's worth it to look through all those houses here. Maybe we can find some loot here as well. I mean, this was the place where we had our night escapades, wasn't it? Yeah, right by the fire. I'm not quite sure if it's worth it. Maybe let's look inside here, and there's nothing. Some food. Anti-radiation drugs, some food. So we do have random items lying around here. That is good. Well, well. Well, well, well. Okay. Then let's get going to the bunker of Sidrovich. Here we are. I do have nothing. Open personal stash. Oh, we do have a personal stash. Okay, that's great. The beginning of Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl. This was the place where, well, the main Stalker universe started. Let's turn it off. What do I need? I need some work. Hey there, Sidrovich. I'm back in the zone and ready for work. Got anything? So enthusiastic. You're back? I never saw you here before. Come on, Sid. You can't be serious. It's me, Axe. Ah, that's right, Axe. The one who made his way into the zone with nothing more than an axe on his shoulders. Okay, that's where I got my nickname from. For the record, I did chop up a dog. Could have fooled me. Our boys wounded it, while you only put the poor mutant out of its misery. Okay, well enough with the pleasantries. Got any work for me? First, you ought to get yourself some sleep after your binge drinking last night, and then come back for work. Well, I did sleep the night. Fooled me again, huh? Anyway, I've got a couple of assignments for you. My artifact hunter left to harvest his crop and disappeared somewhere. My thoughts is that either he found something valuable and ran off with it, or the dogs there found something valuable and made him their lunch. I hope not. Go there and have a look, will you? There's an anomaly in the tunnel under the bridge, which is precisely where he was going. And what's the pay? Tell me some results first and we'll talk. You'll have all the equipment you need. Just don't let the soldiers catch you. I hear they raised the alarm last night and went looking for someone. Must be those good-for-nothing rookies. Can't even pass the checkpoint without being spotted. Yeah, they really blew it, didn't they? Alright, I'm up to the tunnel. Yeah, those good-for-nothing rookies. What can we do here as well? We can trade. Up trading window. What do we have? Oh, this is my inventory. Some ammo. Okay. How much money would we have? 1,500. Not that much. Not that much. I think I'll get a bottle of water. Just in case. Because I was thirsty and I'm not quite sure if the one bottle is enough. There's a stash at the vehicle station. Hidden real tight. Contains good loot. How much does it going to set me back? 2,700. So what's actually in there? A scientific medkit, bandages, anti-radiation drugs, Vinca, okay, Psyblock, radio protector and batteries, Petron V olives. No, I'm not interested. I mean, I don't have the cash as well, but I'm not interested. So... the day is getting clear. Well, starting to get clear. We have our first quest. New expedition. Find the artifact collector. And it is right here by the tunnel, right? Expedition. It's been a damn long time since I wandered around the cordon. I've been asked by Cedric to find someone who collects artifacts. According to him, he set off the tunnel under the bridge with the electro anomalies. Also, we will see our first anomaly as well. Yeah, let's take the normal road. Oh no. I mean, the pistol is great, but I'm not quite sure if the pistol is enough for dealing with the wildlife here. I want to see what version I do have. Yeah, I do have the newest version. Great.
Ну, привет.
Then let's get going. Tank. Well, this is the military outpost we bypassed. Tunnel to Swarms. Yeah, that's the place where we got out and where we ran to the village. Kinda weird that the rookie village is so close to the military outpost. If it's like in the lore, they had like some kind of a deal that the military is not touching the stalkers as long as they don't well, do suspicious stuff. We are thirsty right now. Let's drink a water bottle. And we do have our very first anomaly here. Those are the things I talked in the intro about. For those who, well, are new to the Stalker universe. This is a gravitational anomaly. Getting a bit closer to it without... yeah. I can activate it without, well, killing myself. So basically, it does have some form of force of some form of gravitational force pulling me inside, not letting me out until it raptures me apart. This is like one of those. And he has several ones. So. Oh, and I hear some electric anomalies as well. That's our very first mutants. Some wild dogs. Completely mutated. I'm not even quite sure how it is in the lore of well, let's start with this first. There's an electric anomaly down here. Can activate it. I mean, the bolt here is your best friend. You do have infinite of them, actually, but you can throw them around and like trigger anomalies and know where you can bypass them and where they will damage you. What was I saying about the dogs? Ah, yeah. I'm not quite sure if the dogs are mutated because of the radiation or the, like, anomalous energy here. I'm not quite sure. How it's in the actual lore of the game. Let's follow our goal for now. Oh. Oh. This is also a gravitational anomaly, but an extremely strong one. I think on this difficulty it would one hit me. It also gives some plinging noise if I'm too close, so usually anomalies give like those ping sound, which tells me how close I am. Yeah. And those are pretty hard to see. I'm not even quite sure if it's even visible on the recording. But like I said, the bolt is your best friend. It always indicates it. Well, let's keep going to the tunnel, where we should find, hopefully, our artifact collector. Or at least his remains. Huh. We have here a 412, a corpse, bloody corpse. Let's see. A PDA. Kutyok's PDA. PDA belonging to a stalker named Kutyok. The last entry reads, find the artifact in the tunnel.
Так, а вот и сборщик. Похоже, его загрызли собаки. А ну-ка, стой! Ты еще кто такой?
Shit, bastard. How's this possible? Kutyok. Oh, it is Kutyok. So, his PDA was on the dead body. Shit, bastard. How's this possible? Your PDA's on that body. I thought you were dead. See, that's the thing. I want everyone to think I'm a goner. I'm tired of doing Sid's errands for free. I'm in debt to him. And it's a whole lot of money, let me tell you. Can't just walk away from it. And it'd take months before I walk it all off, so I cooked up this little plan. Found this poor bastard who ran into a bunch of dogs, dressed them in my clothing, and left my PDA. You're really something. Why'd you come back then? I dropped my detector near the tunnel and let that stuff go to waste. Well, that is true. Detectors are expensive as hell. Alright, don't you worry. I won't tell you, Sid. For real? Well, thanks. I would have given you something as a reward, but I'm stripped for just about everything. I'm on my way to Agroprom. Might have luck on finding something there. Here, all I've got is an energy drink. A little present for you. This will come handy if I need to save my skin. Right, good luck. Yeah, we won't snitch on him. I mean, what's the point in snitching? New territory, electric tunnel. And we do have a quest now there. Electro tunnel. Based on the note from the artifact collector, there's an artifact in the tunnel. I need to check it out. Oh, so he did not get the artifact. Well, let's get the artifact. We do have a little detector. It's, I think, the very first detector in the game. I hope it's don't get that loud here. The detector basically blinks also in a different sound, which tells me how close I am to the artifact. Oh, I gotta be careful. not to die here now. And it's also radioactive here. Well, that's great. Careful. There, the artifact. Nice. So see, we picked up the artifact. The plinging stopped. The detector is not signaling anything anymore, and we can get happily out of here. Great. So, we do have a slight radioactive contamination, and if it's like in every Stalker game, vodka does remove radiation. So let's take a sip of it. I mean, it's better to remove radiation with a bottle of vodka than those pills. I hear gunshots. Oh, this is Kutyok. Can we help him? Oh my god, what's happening here? What's happening here? Rats. Oh, that's kinda loud, I think. I hope it's not too loud right now. The game sound. Okay. So we do have rats here. Market. Oh. That was a rat which went in an anomaly and got ruptured apart. The thing that exploded there? I think that wasn't rat. So, let's see. We can loot them and get their body parts, which can be sold as well. The Tushkan rats have undergone serious development in intelligence. Scientists try to understand how so much information can be stored in such a tiny brain. The brain of these rodents are used in medicine, which are exported out of the zone. As such, stalkers do not know their exact effects. Okay. Okay. Do we have more of those tiny hats? Well, not. Kutyok. Almost died. Just don't tell the trader anything, Stalker. Don't worry, I won't. Can we explore this place? Maybe we can find something interesting here. Like a tourist's breakfast can. Nice. I think like a weapon would be more beneficial. But I mean, food is good as well. Yeah, just let's look around here. Maybe we'll find something. I mean, the next quest or like the next part is going back to Sidrovich. Yeah. So let's look around here a bit. Maybe we'll find something useful. Stash. Skeleton remains. Usually in those mods, items are mostly stored in like the weirdest places. Like up there, on random cars. It's at trunks. I mean, yeah, if you would store something, probably hide it also pretty good and not in plain sight. It's always so differently from the main games where things are placed just in normal sight. Yeah, that's the anomaly where the rat went in. I do have a funny idea. In Stalker Shadow of Chernobyl, I mean, in the main game, the very first game, this was also the very first location, and we had always here an artifact. There was always an artifact that spawned here. And I mean, yeah, I thought so. It's like, I don't know any mod for Stalker where in this exact place is not an artifact. Like in every mod there is an artifact here. Do I get it without dying? Oh, I heard it. Is it in the trunk? Here. Trunk or the metallic container here? Here it is. Nice. Well, this could have been me. What did we find? Stoneblood. Our second artifact. A reddish formation of compacted and fossilized plant matter, soil and animal remains. It has the ability to partially neutralize substances harmful to the humans with radiation. Yeah, so this is one of those artifacts I meant which can, for example, helium. But, yeah, those are radioactive, so I wouldn't use them right now. I'm not even sure if we are even able to use them. Yeah, I can click them. We have even slots for artifacts. Only we have like slots for artifacts. Oh, this should be the slots. Just don't have any slots right now. I think. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, let's keep exploring this place. Maybe we'll find something else here. While we are already here. Taking those under those planks, maybe? No? Kujuk will stay here? Yeah, Kujuk will stay here. Let's see what's up here. I'm really a big fan of exploring those places. Like in most of the Stalker mods, you'll find always weird loot around here. I mean, if you guys played Stalker Lost Alpha, there were like a lot of stuff just hidden in the plain side. Nothing there. Okay. Then it's empty. I jump down here without taking damage. Great. Then let's head back to Sitrovich. We saved the game. That was the wrong button. I drank my energy drink right now. F6, saving game. Okay. I'm not even quite sure how I should behave with saving the game. I'm not able to get up here. If I should like save only in safe zones. I mean, I'm able to spam those save games as much as I want, which is kinda scummy, I think. Like saving after every step or before every major event, which basically removes the whole point of preparing for a fight or thinking stuff through. I'm not quite sure how I'll handle it right now. I think this game has autosaves. So, either I will only use autosaves and say, just save the game as the developers intended it, or I will use save games at safe locations only. So like in the rookie village, at the campsite or campfire by Kutyok, for example, if there is like a friendly stalker nearby. I think this would be better. So, we're finally back.
Привет, брат.
I think, is there a point looking for all those houses? You can also find something there. Don't have a knife. Why do I not have a knife? Well, they did upgrade those places here. Back in Shadow of Chernobyl, everything was empty here. Now it looks so left behind everything. Makes you think about how people had to leave everything behind during the evacuation. Oh, what was that? A graphical glitch. Ooh, what's happening here? Weird. People always say the zone don't have glitches in the world. It's all anomaly. What was that? Sound like a tripwire. Got scared as fuck. Yeah, let's get to Sidrovich first. I'm not quite sure if there are any items we can find here. Or there are probably. Sorry. But I don't want to, like, explore now every little inch of those houses.
Хабар принес.
Well, at least an artifact. What do you need? So. Well, Sid, your Kutyok is done for. What happened? Oh, I do have options, so I can snitch on him now. Mauled to death by the dogs, his remains are near the tunnel. Here's his PDA. I found him by the tunnel. He's dog food now. Got his PDA and an artifact from the tunnel. Nothing happened yet. But you can set things right. He decided to fool you. Nah. We won't snitch on him. We won't. But I think, should we give him the artifact or not? I mean, we can keep the artifact for ourselves, but the question is how much he'll give us for that. He's offering 500. I think it's pretty low. But if I'm not mistaken, Sidrovich is the guy who can buy everything for cheap. Like, he's one of those traders who will trade you, will literally take anything from you. As long as it's not broken, they will take anything. But the price is bad, extremely bad. I think here like traders, like scientists also will pay a lot more for an artifact. But the idea is, shall I keep it for so long or not? A member of the electrostatic family of artifacts named Moonlight. It does improve our stamina. I mean, if we found some artifact which can reduce radioactivity, it's not that bad. I mean, stamina is always good. 500, I mean, what is 500? Well, if he will pay us 500 for that. It's like, what? It's 2 bottles of water. In comparison. No, I'd say we won't give him the artifact for now. I mean, we can trade him for that afterwards. Mauled to death by the dogs. His remains are near the tunnel. Here's his PDA. Well, that's the zone for you. Real shame. He was a good collector. The guy could do jobs for free men whenever the need arose. What matters is that he was honest. Well, not so honest. Who'll ever take his place, I wonder? I don't know. I could try, if that's okay with you. Why not? Just remember that the pay is not the best. I won't part with more than 1.5 grand for every artifact, but we'll wait and see what you'll bring in. You can get rid of that ancient detector of yours. Here's a real one for you. Don't forget to give it back. Works for me. Give me the coordinates. Oh, okay. So we have a new not a new artifact, new detector. Artifact detector bear. A current generation anomaly detector with an anomalous field locator and LED display. It can not only detect artifacts but also determine their location and roughly indicate the direction in which they lie. A more advanced antenna detects a wide range of artifacts, although its usefulness is limited to the outdated signature list programmed into the device. Okay, cool. So we know how far we are away from the artifact as well as in what direction we need to go. I mean, this artifact could only say how far we were away from the artifact itself. That's great. This is very good. Very, very good. Personal stash. Personal stash. Does it mean personal stash? It's like my stash where nobody will touch it, or... Oh. This personal stash serves for storing excess loot and valuables. All content are shared between areas, meaning loot placed in any such stash is accessible from stashes marked with the same icon, even from a different location. Oh, that's very nice. Other residents of the zone will not touch items inside. These stashes are only available on neutral territory. Well, that is handy. So, we can place stuff from right in here. Okay. For NATO weapons. I think it will take some time before we get those kinds of weapons. Let's keep the rest. Or a shotgun in some kind of way would be nice. 3,000. What do we have else? Stuff you got on the radio? It's not all, kid. These are Soviet classics. Songs of my youth. It used to be real music, and now I don't even want to play it at all. Just pop. No voice, no rhythm, just crap. Okay. Sid, where's your laptop? You had it last year. Did it break? Yeah, it broke. Now I'm sitting here working with this clunky piece of garbage. Oh, thanks for reminding me. I need you to swing by the technician place in the village. I left him my laptop for repair 2 months ago. He must have fixed it by now. And since he hasn't gotten off his ass and brought it in here, himself, go there, talk to him, and bring it back here. If there's anyone who should get off their ass, Sid, it's you, sitting here and bossing people around. Just do as I say. There's a little reward in it for you. You won't be rich, but it'll make you worth your while. You'd be passing by there anyway. Yeah, let's get the laptop. Where's the technician? In the village. Okay. I mean, it's good to know where the technician is. But I think he was marked there before. Right at the beginning I saw him. Oh, so there is some loot here. Tourist breakfast can, bottle of vodka. Let's turn the music off. So, Mikhailych. I don't know how to pronounce it. Buddy, I'm more than busy right now. Come by some other time. Hey Mikhailych, I'm here for Sid's laptop. Did you fix it? Yeah, good thing you stopped by. I don't have time to play delivery boy for that clown. Take the laptop and give him my warmest regards. Got it. See you later. Do you have his laptop? Sidorovic's laptop. Can interact with it. Okay. Maybe we can read something out here, maybe some kind of, I don't know, location of a stash or something. But sadly not. So, Sid. Here's your laptop, old man. Finally I can work with something half decent. I just need to finish up and save some stuff. As for you, here's a little present. Now go rest. I'll take that. I didn't see what he gave me. But okay, I got something. What's this symbol here? Well, nothing interesting. So, what do we have for tasks? Artifacts for the trader. Like this, like the new quest where we need to... the new main quest to get an artifact again. Sidorovich promised to pay well for every artifact I brought to him. I really need the money right now. Can't wait to head into the zone. So we do have here some kind of field again where we can find an artifact. We do have some important characters. I mean, this character was there. The character here was. This character there was sitting here before. I don't know. This guy here, he was already there at the beginning of the game.
Привет, топор. Какими судьбами?
Fanatic. What is it? Can you tell me that's interesting? Or can you offer me? Ask a couple questions. But nothing really important, let's see. Okay.
Ну, бывай.
And who's the other guy here? I mean, I was in this house before, there was nobody sitting here. Right now. Was that glitchy house? Or was it? Yeah. That's where it's glitched out. Where the anomaly appeared. Gobber. Need something, friend. Why are you sitting here all alone? I screwed up. So bad that they exiled you? No, just a stroke of idiocy. Tell me what happened. You don't know? I scared the shit out of everyone. One night, the boys were drinking and I decided to play a prank on them when they were spread around their camps. You probably do the same thing back in the pioneer camp, eh? I shouted across the whole village, pseudodogs are attacking. Everyone went full alert and took up positions. I couldn't keep myself from laughing like an idiot. I told them it was just a joke. After that, they gave me such a beating, I couldn't even say a word in the morning. Now nobody even wants to talk to me. My new name? Jester. I'm the only one who laughed at my own prank, and they no longer believe a word I say. Well, that is... No, I wouldn't do that. not in a place like the zone. What do you have to say about it? That's what you get. Do you even know where we are, you idiot? There's no place for jokers, for jokes. And your prank was worse than any real pseudodog out there. What do you have to say about it? Whatever I say, nobody will care. Though, I did notice something through my binoculars when I was on my task from Sidrovich by the embankment. What exactly? An artifact. I haven't seen its kind before, and whoever I asked said they didn't know anything. I'm too afraid to go by myself though. It's right by the pig farm, and as you know, that place is full of flesh. Nobody wants to go with me, and the elder just laughed it off when I tell him about it. You want me to come? You want me to come? You serious? I wouldn't mind you covering my back. You seem a lot more experienced than anyone else in the camp. Wanna go now? Oh, let me look at the time. A bit later, I need to do something. Do you have the quest to find the artifact with Gobber? Which is interesting. Can I now go there without Gobber and like steal the artifact? Pig farm. Where's the pig farm here? I'm not sure. Is this the pig farm here? No, this... I'm not quite sure. Where is the pig farm? I think it's this place here. Anyway, don't have a quest marker. So, then, I would say, let's wrap it out. Let's wrap it up for the first part of the game. And continue with the next part later. And yeah, I'd say everybody take care and goodbye.